If life feels like it suddenly put a roadblock right in front of you, right the moment where you thought you were finally living authentically, this may be the most important thing you hear today. Many people come to me and say something like this: I've reflected so much, I've listened inwardly, I live from my heart, and now everything feels blocked. And almost always the same conclusion follows: so I must have taken a wrong turn. I invite you to pause right there, because in the light of Salvador's energy anatomy teachings, this conclusion is often not true at all. In fact, very often the opposite is true. In Salvador's teachings, there's a fundamental distinction between ego focusing and oneness focusing. Ego focusing operates inside the time matrix. It perceives life linearly, past, present, and future, and it tries to orient through control, prediction, and strategy. Oneness focusing, however, operates on a completely different level. It's not a mindset. It's not positive thinking. It's the orchestration level of consciousness itself. Oneness focusing is the level at which the whole system is seen, not just your current situation, but the full sequence of integration that is unfolding in your life. And here comes the key point that changes everything. Oneness focusing does not guide us around ego spaces. It guides us directly into them when we're ready. Not randomly and not prematurely, but in what Salvador describes as perfect timing. When you begin to live your life more authentically, something very specific happens energetically. Your field starts to be nourished more strongly by the being matrix, the matrix that carries your authentic energies. And your heart portal, the portal to your soul, opens up. And as that happens, oneness focusing begins to activate exactly those ego RNA codings in the time matrix that are now ready to dissolve. This activation often shows up as what we experience as roadblocks: a delay, a conflict, an illness, a collapse, a situation that feels like I just can't move forward. But from the system's perspective, something very precise is happening. The next layer is opening. The world doesn't need more perfection or louder voices. It needs presence. It needs people who remember who they are and who are willing to live from that place. To authenticate isn't to become someone new. It's to come home to who you already are. Because here's the thing. Now more than ever, the world is ready for your truth. We're here to support you, to walk that path with you. Subscribe, like, and share to stay connected. Big love, Emrai.